Hey guys, Steve here with Lining Homestead. Just wanted to get back to making some videos. A friend of mine today asked me if my YouTube page was still up, and I said, yeah, it is. Just gonna be making some videos finally once again. It's been since last April, I believe, since I made a video. My phone ended up dying, so that's why I haven't made videos in a while. And other issues. Well, phone didn't die, just that the microphone stopped working. Anyway, and so I figured take a break. Um, there's other reasons why I haven't made videos. One of them is the big one here is that I am no longer in New York State. My family and I moved down to North Carolina. I sought the Lord's guidance and felt His will leading us down here, and that's where He's planted us down here in North Carolina. Um, Better climate, both weather-wise and politically, for the family and for my job. So that's why we moved down here. Um, Enjoy it. We're enjoying the weather, enjoying the people in the area. We live in a community that is heavily military, active duty, retired, and also law enforcement, which is nice. So it's a fairly secure area. Um, but my friend asked me, "Hey, you gonna make some videos again?" He enjoyed watching them, I guess. As silly as they were, but yeah. So I figured I'd make some more videos once again. Um, I got some projects I started, made some garden beds, made a quail pen slash coop that I'll show you guys someday. Yes, there are birds in there. We hatched them out ourselves, which was quite fun. It was a good experience, especially for the kids. Um, yeah, it was good to see that my incubator worked. Got the eggs from my share farm, and what they said is right. Had a 50% hatch rate and survivability rate. More birds survived, but unfortunately had to cull them from the flock because they had issues of walking and some birth defects. Some just didn't make it. But I have 12 healthy birds running around, 3 males and 9 females. So, excuse me, should be getting some eggs here in about a week or so. But yes, for those of you who might be a little surprised, we are down here in North Carolina now, um, and enjoying it. It has its ups and downs, of course, and yes, we do miss family and friends back home in New York. But some family did move down here with us, and it's good to see them. And we're also making some new friends. Um, Not saying for those that are up in New York that you guys aren't our friends. Of course you are, and you always remain our friends and family, and we love and miss you guys a lot. But anyway, let's get to an instructional video here. Um, and about making a small garden bed. Okay, with things going on, it's going to be important once again, guys, to make sure we have our preps this year. Gardening, gardening, and gardening. Okay, make sure you garden, folks. Okay, because things are not looking good in this country right now. Sad to say, with the turmoil that is coming. All right, let's all face the facts. It is coming. It is here. Depends on where you live. Depends on what part of the country. But if you're on your 2 feet, you're able to get things done. Get them done. Get some seeds. Get in the soil. Learn right now before the spring comes. Now's the time to learn how to do gardening before the spring plant comes. And down here, looked into my area, and I can start putting some seeds in the ground as early as next month, which is going to be great. Extend the growing season down here. The only thing I have to combat is the heat, so I'm sure I'll be making some videos in the near future on what to do about that, because I'm going to be learning it myself as time goes on. So let me show you something I made. It doesn't take long, and it's fairly simple. I found the plans online. You can find them on Pinterest. But basically I made a raised garden bed on legs. So let me show you what I've done. Here it is, right here. Okay, basically you're going to get yourself a garden bed, 6 inches deep, 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. Legs are 2 feet high, inside's about 2 feet wide, 2 feet long. So basically you're going to get yourself a square. And there's 2 different ways you can do this, alright? But I put the legs on the outside so it's easier to get the wire mesh screwed into the garden bed itself. With the legs on the inside, you got to cut the mesh differently so it fits but this way it's easier for wire mesh. Yeah, you're sacrificing a little bit of space, but it's not too much. Okay, so get yourself some 2x4s. They don't have to be treated. This one scrap piece I have was treated. Cut it down to size. It'll still work. So basically, get your legs, come down to size. Now you don't need to make this 2 feet high. I made it 2 feet high, so it's not too terribly high off the ground. Alright, still low enough that hopefully the wind shouldn't blow it over, but also so that the kids can have fun with it too. You can go 3 feet if you want to. You can go 4 feet. Go whatever waist high. Go whatever suits your needs. This is kind of what I'm doing because it's also easier to pick these up and move them around. So get yourself some boards. I just bought pine because it was inexpensive. Yes, it's a softer wood, but if you stain it, it's going to be outside, stain it. Put some sort of protectant on it so it protects it from the weather. But get your boards cut down to 2-foot sections. And the other ones, 2-foot sections. Okay? Then get yourself wire screening. Okay, I'm going to hold this up to the camera. Those holes there, the ones I recommend are 1/4 inch. Okay? You can get screening. I have some in my quail hutch that is, the holes are 1/2 inch, bigger than that of course, but the 1/2 inch to me, they don't appear that they're going to do as well for a garden bed with the amount of weight that's going to be in here. I don't know yet. This is my first time doing it like this. Normally I put a garden bed right on the ground, but this year I want to try something just slightly different with some of the beds. Then get yourself garden cloth. You're going to put that inside, cut it down of course, put that inside so it holds the soil. Okay? The wire mesh will hold the soil with the garden cloth, but also the holes themselves in the mesh will cause some proper drainage in your garden bed. And when you're all said and done building it, I mentioned staining it of course. Here's one that's done. I stained it. Okay, the staining I used was this stuff. Okay, I really liked it. I don't mind the color. It's a 1-coat exterior stain and sealer. Okay, Valspar. Okay, yeah. Actually shake it up. But I'm not promoting anything. I don't get any cutbacks for it. I'm just a regular Joe who went to Home Depot, Lowe's, and got this stuff. Lowe's is a place I have in the area. That's where I got the equipment. But it doesn't take too long to make. Get your wood, get the stuff you need. You can get the wire mesh at Lowe's as well. In the garden section, you'll find it by like the chicken wire and that. Again, I recommend going with the 1/4 inch holes for a garden bed. But yeah, once you have everything cut down, it doesn't take long to make, about an hour. And these garden beds do great for some smaller root vegetables, like say your onions or beets. You can do these with, you can do spice gardens, okay, in these beds, or medicinal garden in these beds, or even things like peppers, all different types of peppers. Or if you just want to do something for decoration, you can do that as well. Like all gardens, you want to attract some pollinators for your vegetables, plant some flowers in there with all your vegetable plants as well to get the pollinators interested in there. So yes, I'm back to making some videos. I'm not going to be as crazy about making videos weekly as some YouTube pages are. I'm not interested in making any money, just making videos on the side just for some fun and to, I don't know, make kind of a video diary of what's going on as well. So back to making videos with preparation and gardening and just being all around healthy and just promoting, yes, godly views on this channel. It is going to be a family channel still, and it's good to be back, and I'll talk to y'all later.